Red light, green light, money, games, and death. I guess that's the formula for this year's virality. And you know what I'm talking about. Squid Games. Hey there everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is the McNeese Method, where I cover all things social media. Look, I'ma keep this short and sweet and good to eat so I can keep you coming back to this channel every week. But let's jump right into this one. Let me cover this in 5 minutes. Start the clock. If you're wondering why and how something as simplistic as a child's game, money and death, is becoming one of the most massive things to reach us this year, is it really that good? Squid Game is a survivor thriller set in modern day Seoul, where pretty much poor and misfortunate people are lured into playing a simple children's game to win money, or die trying.
That makes sense.
It's a little weird but catchy, kind of disturbing, but then you can't seem to look away because then you just can't stop watching it. It's a 9-part series that's steeped in dystopian horror. That's like what people are basically saying a cross between Hunger Games, British sci-fi series such as Black Mirror, and the Oscar-winning South Korean drama Parasite. Here's the thing, personally, I wasn't for the show. It's just not my taste, but the production value is something to appreciate. The translation, however, that's trash. But that's another story for another time. Squid Game became more of a hit because not only were people talking about it all over the internet, but because its relatability to the child and pretty dark soul in all of us. But people did way more than just watch it. They took to the internet, they started learning how to make the Squid Game related candy. I mean the candy, for goodness sake. I mean, it's kind of creepy. This is just absolutely the perfect makeup for massive virality. Take notes, people. Be relatable, be entertaining, and include money and death. And it pretty much works. And if you really want to understand how massive the reach really was with this show, in South Korea, Squid Game is so highly watched that a local internet provider is suing Netflix to pay for the huge increase in bandwidth just because of how many people used it to stream the show. They're literally over there in Korea breaking the internet, like wow. Did they even promote the show? People believe that if you spend a lot of money on something, then that's all you need to do. No, that's not the case. You can spend thousands and millions on advertisements and commercials and promotions, all for it to basically be thrown in the trash. This show had a low marketing budget. They put the funds strictly into the story and the makeup of the production, and it was very, very well spent. The setup is something that you wouldn't have thought, as it's a bunch of green screen rooms, it's filled with actors and extras and high-flying events and things like that. Most of the show's promotions basically came from its virality on the social media and the conversations, the discords that the show brought. Is it something you should watch? Again, that's not the best question for a person like myself because I'm kind of biased to subtitled dubs that just absolutely don't line up at all. I mean, when you start watching it, if you read it while you're listening, you're wondering who did this. But maybe I'm just being too picky. It's a well-produced show for the most part, and it has very interesting hooks and twists to the plot. Death, money, it all drives the challenges, but collectivity and the threat of losing everything after feeling that you've had absolutely none to start with can be quite interesting to watch. Look, I'm not going to spoil the ins and outs of the show, but take the time and watch it. The most you can lose is a little bit of time, but the best part about it, you might at least understand the memes that are going around. That's all for the day. You already know about the subscribe and the like and all those things that every YouTube video ends with. But if you do want to stick around for more social media insights, you know what to do. It's highly appreciated. See you next time.